Yo, what's going on, guys? Duckless Gaming here, bringing you guys another NHL video. As you guys can see, I've got the Vegas Golden Knights roster on my screen here, but unfortunately, Pacioretty was traded to Carolina for future considerations. But Vegas did make a huge splash in free agency this morning, picking up forward Phil Kessel. They signed him at a 1-year, $1.5 million contract. Honestly, I think this is a huge steal. I mean, Kessel is getting a little bit older, so the point production isn't quite as good as it once was in the days of like Boston, Toronto, and Pittsburgh, but he's still a great player nonetheless, and on a pretty good contract in my opinion. That's a very good sign. It's going to help fill the void of losing Pacioretty and still be able to keep Vegas in a pretty good contending status. I know they didn't make the playoffs last year, but now with Eichel maybe being a little more healthy, adding a guy like Kessel, he might be able to put up some of the type of point production that Pacioretty did. And Kessel has an Iron Man streak going, so he's not as injury prone as a guy like Pacioretty was. So being able to maybe get a full season out of Kessel is really going to help bolster this team. Kessel's been a very, very good hockey player for nearly his whole career. The stint in Arizona wasn't necessarily the best, but it seems like anyone who's in Arizona has a very hard time with point production and playing a solid game. So we'll see how things turn around. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that signing. That's a huge signing in my opinion. I think it really went under the radar of a lot of the signings that we've seen. It's still pretty recent, so I mean, a lot of people haven't really been talking about it, but I do think that it's one that we're probably going to remember for a bit here because I think he's going to be able to add a little bit more depth to that team. And we all seen how deadly Kessel was in the playoffs, back-to-back cups with the Penguins. If he has the guys that can feed in the puck, that can play with him, and that can, really gel with him, he's going to be one hell of a hockey player for that team. And I think that guys like Jack Eichel, Carlson, Stone, Marchessault, those kind of guys are going to be really able to bolster that lineup. And like I said, let me know your guys' thoughts, all right? See you guys soon.